Hello, I'm Dr. Scott White, and I want to welcome you to the Wayne Baize exhibit at the National Ranching Heritage Center in Lubbock, Texas. During the next several minutes, we will become familiar with the life and art of one of the best-known names in Western art. The exhibit, which runs from March 10th to June 3rd, 2007, is featured in the J.W. Blue and Lenora Stevens Gallery. Wayne Baize paints portraits of day-to-day life spent working close to the land. He paints with an appreciation for the relationship of cowboy and horse, mare and foal, and cow and calf. Baize once described the basis for most of his artwork as a respect and love for the animals. He has been quoted as saying, "The only reason I put people in my paintings is to provide an excuse to paint the animals." Wayne first expressed an interest in art during his school days in Hamlin, Texas. He began taking private art lessons under Sarah McDonald, a friend of famed Western artist Frank Tinney Johnson. The lessons began when Baize was 12 and continued until he was 17. After high school, Wayne set up a drawing table at Lusky's Western store in Abilene, where he worked on portraits of people and horses. His professional career as an artist really began with a one-man show in a savings loan lobby. Every piece sold, and Baize realized he could make a living as an artist from that point. It was not long after this turning point that Baize met Tom Ryan, who became a friend and mentor. Tom was one of the earliest members of the Cowboy Artists of America and had long ago established himself as a painter and illustrator. In the early 1970s, Baize began making trips to the Davis Mountains near Fort Davis, Texas. During these trips, he gathered material for his drawings by taking photographs on the 06 Ranch and other ranches throughout the area. Eventually, he decided to buy some property from a local rancher, and in the process met his future wife, Ellen Largent. The Largent family raised registered Hereford cattle, and Wayne decided to start his own herd. Baize prefers to paint Hereford cattle because more expression is visible on their white faces. Also, he says, their red coats lend so much color to a painting, and their eyes are more prominent and show so much expression when contrasted against that white face. He often includes his own cattle in his paintings. In the late 1980s, Baize changed directions in his work from mixed media and pencil drawings and took the huge step of putting his main efforts into oil paintings. He began painting with oils to take advantage of the richer colors. He describes his style of painting as semi-loose, and his color choices seem to be earth tones and black and gray with accents of color. Baize has exhibited his work around the country, winning many significant awards. He achieved what he describes as his highest honor in his art career when he was invited to join the Cowboy Artists of America in 1995. He is currently serving as president of the organization. His art has been featured in Art of the West, Southwest Art, Western Horseman, and the Quarter Horse Journal. He lives on a ranch near Fort Davis, Texas, with his wife Ellen and their 4 children, who are often seen as subjects in his paintings. Now that you are familiar with Wayne's background and experiences, let's listen as he discusses some of his works.
This painting of Ellen, that's my wife. I did this painting before we got married. And that's the painting I always said that I was never going to sell or give away. And I haven't, and I'm not. And it's done in mixed media, colored pencil and acrylic. I used to do all of my work, or practically all of it, in mixed media. When I first started doing paintings or drawings, I did just regular pencil drawings, and then people started wanting color, and I started doing colored pencil. And to get a little bit better contrast and brightness to it, I mixed a little bit of acrylic with it as a mix, so it turned out to be a mixed media. But this is my portrait of my wife. This is done in oil and canvas, and it's done on 06 Ranch, the Coconut Ranch out from between the Alpine and Fort Davis. And it's just a horse that's been called for the duty of the day, and he's kind of wearing up and kind of resisting the job that he has appointed to him. It's called a reluctant mount. This painting was it was for about a year. It was in an exhibit over in Mongolia at the U.S. Embassy and I just got that one back. Twins. This is I did this one in the background. Those mountains are the Mount Livermore. It's I think the second highest point in Texas. It's 81 or 200 feet, and the setting is the Barrel Springs Ranch. My son manages that ranch. It's about 5 miles west of us, and the cows are mine. The cow is mine, and the calves are mine. And the cowboy in the background is in Arizona, so I put a lot of things together there. I mean, kind of a conglomeration of different. But again, it's the Hereford cattle, I think, is the center point of that painting, which I really enjoyed.
Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed learning more about the artwork of Wayne Baize. As always, we invite you to visit other exhibits at the National